Welcome to Jetri Technology. As you know, as you are aware of that Jetri Technology, we are the manufacturer of rodent water leak detection systems and many other products. We are the Mumbai-based company, and we used to supply our product to Pan India as well as out of India. So today we have launched our new panel WLD MBS series, which has the facility of Modbus, as well as you will get the history events in this panel. As you are aware of our old panel, which is still in the market, which is still available in the market, but in this panel you have less features, but the upgrade panel you will get lots of more features in this upgrade panel. Again, in our old panel you have getting for the BMS system, you get the dry contacts for BMS. You can only take the dry contacts from individual zone to individual dry contacts to the BMS panel. Again, our new launch panel, you will get individual zone, individual dry contact as well as the Modbus facility in this our panel, which can be connected to the BMS with the two wires. Again, you can see our internal hardware of the upgrade panel. It is a chip-based board which has a longer life and good quality, and it has many more features which I will in the training period. I will show you each and every detail of this panel. Our old panel, it is not an assembly base. You can check the hardware of this panel, but still in the market it is working very good, and we will still continue with this our old model. We do not discontinue this panel. Only the difference is the price factor of this panel. Who have a low budget can buy this old panel, and this price the little bit high. The price will be high of this our newly launched panel, because it is a purely assembly based panel, microprocessors based, and it is a very good quality, and it has a very long life quality of this our panel. Okay, you can see the difference between these two panels, and it have many more features which we will continue in this video. I will show you each and every feature details in this video. Our newly panel launch the features detail. We have developed using a high speed microprocessor based unique system that detect possible leak using 12 volt 15 hazard AC sensing voltage. It works on purely AC voltage, and the benefit of the technology over the current design. So our model number is WLD4Z MBBS series. It is our new model number. We have given the model number to this upgrade version of WLD system. And the power source of this panel is 100 to 240 volt AC, 50 to 60 Hz. The voltage output is 12 volt AC with the sensor cable work on the 12 volt AC supply, and the display is of 2 by 16 with the blue light LCD display with numerical keypads. You can see the numerical keypads. Okay, events log, it can record up to 50 events log with data and times. Login security for controlling the status of the data. No password is required. Only for administration that we have put the password in the panel. Material is MS sheet, and the color of the panel will be dual tone white and grey. Dimension of the panel is 355 mm, 285 mm, and 110 mm approx. Weight of the panel is approx 4 kg. Again, the communication port for the Modbus in this our panel is EI485 port, which will work on 9600 or 19200 bound. Selector. No part is 8 bits, 1 stop bits. Or R8A part A 500 BBS for firmware download. It is work on 485 Modbus RTO slave. Terminal emulation VT100 compatible. Can monitor up to 200 meter sensor cable in single zone, and it is a microcontroller based innovative technology. Can configure up to 4 zones: zone 1, zone 2, zone 3, zone 4. You can see on the front fascia of the panel. Okay, and it can trigger individual relay output for each zone, and active common an active common alarm and hooter relay, and it will be active common alarm and common fault relay. Zone name can be configured. Access to the device remotely by BMS. You can access this panel remotely by BMS via Modbus protocol. Log on to extensive variety of events and alarms. Standalone with integrated leakage detection and notification. Pinpoint zone leak quickly and accurate. Details alarm history with the time and date in the troubleshooting. I will provide each and every basic features training to you regarding this our newly launched panel. First step I am going in the menu. Just I have to enter, and I will ask for the password. By default, password is 1 2 3 4. You can also skip this password. In future I will tell how you can skip the password and you can go directly to the menu. No need of the password. Now the first menu setting has came the zone setting. In this setting, you can check there is a zone setting. Just you have to press enter. You have got the zone 1. You can see on the display zone 1. Again you have to put enter. Now in this features you can on off the zone. So this is our purely 4-zone panel. In this, suppose you are using using 2 zone and 2 zone you are not using. In that case, you have to put 2 zone in the off mode and 2 zone and balance 2 zone should be on mode. If you are using 4 zone, then you not need to be put any zone to be off. It should be on. So the reason of this is that. Suppose you are using one zone and the rest 3 zone you are not using, and you have not put the zone on. If you have not put the zone off, then it will show the fault indication over here, as I will show you by doing the same. That is why you should not get the fault issue, so you have to compulsory put the zone to be off. Now suppose this is a zone 1, just zone 1 on off, I have put the enter. Now it is a on, okay. Because the sensor cable, this sensor cable is connected to the zone 1. You can see in the cable it is a zone 1, zone 2, zone 3, zone 4. Okay, and you can check it. Okay, now I have connected the cable on zone 1. That is why it should be kept on. Just you have to press yes, save. It is saved. Okay, now again you have to go back. And again zone setting, you have to go to zone 2. Okay. Now I have kept the by default it is off because no sensor cable is connected in the zone 2. No sensor cable is connected. Suppose if I kept on, just I will show you. Just I kept on and just I kept enter. See that there will be a fault indication always shown on the front display, and the panel will be continually beeping. The panel will continually beeping that there is a fault in your panel because you have not used the zone 2, zone 3 or zone 4. So if you not keep if you kept on this sensor this zone in the menu and you are not connected the cable, then the fault will be always showing on the. Suppose you are using only one zone, then it is a better option. Just go to the setting. Just again the password is you have to put. Just zone setting, enter. Zone 1 is already working fine. Zone 2 is showing fault. Again zone 2, just push enter. Now again you have to off this zone 2. I have done the off, and now I enter. Okay, the fault indication has gone away. So friend, this is a very important part that you have to be used while installing the panel. Make sure how many zone you are going to use. According to that, you should be keep that zone on and balance should be off. Or if you are not doing such case, then panel will be continually showing you the fault. So in this case, you have to go on zone setting and you have to get the zone as a off. I will show you the another second features of this panel. Just you have to click on enter. You have to put the password, which is 1 2 3 4, Okay, now zone setting. Now the very important part is the sensitivity. You can set the sensitivity of the sensor cable according to your environment, according to your room, or as per the client requirement. It's a very important part. Just you have to go on the sensitivity, just you have to put enter. You can see on the display there is a high and low sensitivity. This means you can set the sensor cable with the high sensitivity or with the low sensitivity, where there is you think there will be a chance of very false alarm, or that in that case you can set this sensor cable as a low sensitivity, because for normal moisture it will not alarm. For high sensitivity, where there will be a moisture also, then there is a chance of alarm. Okay, now suppose I am keeping my sensor cable in on the high sensitivity. Okay, just you can check, I saved that. Okay, just I will give you the demo on the same. I can show you the demo. But by taking the water on my hand and I touch to the sensor cable, it will alarm. You can check. It is a very high sensitivity. Even on normal, but touching my right hand with the sensor cable will generate alarm. It is a very high sensitivity. I have kept the panel on the high sensitivity. Now you can silence the panel. For silence, it will ask the password. 1, 2, 3, 4. The panel is kept silence. You can see the silence light is on. Okay, guys. Now you can check why the alarm is come, where the water has arrived. By silencing the alarm, you can go to the field and check where the water is there. But my reason of showing the sensitivity is the high sensitivity for normal. By touching by a wet hand, the alarm is generated. Now you can reset the panel again. 1, 2, 3, 4, and okay, the panel got reset now. Okay, now see the alarm has gone. Just I have given show you the regarding the sensitivity high and low. I have shown the sensitivity of the high portion. Now I will show you the sensitivity by keeping the panel sensitivity is low end, and again I will show the demo. You can check practically. You can see the sensitivity. Again enter. I have kept last time high. Now I am keeping it very low. Enter. Okay. Now on the same process I am testing it again. I can show you. I have taken the water in I have wet my hand and just I touch to the cable. See, there is no alarm. There is no alarm. If same I kept on the high sensitivity and I touch to the cable with my wet hand, it generate alarm. This is one of the very good features in India. We have only in our panel. No other panel has such features. You can adjust the sensitivity according to your room temperature, according to the environment, according to your surrounding area. Now guys, I will show you the next features of this panel. The BAUD rate. The BAUD rate is basically used for connecting the BMS. For BMS, just you have to enter. Now according to your third party service, the BMS, the building management system, he may be asking, I want a BAUD rate 9660, or he might be want 19220. So according to the third party service, according to their services, you can select the BAUD rate either 19200 or 9600. This is the two BAUD rate which are commonly used by the major Honeywell, Siemens, Johnson Control. This main BAUD rates are used by this the third party. So mostly the BAUD rate are used in the BMS system is 9660. Just you have to select this and just you have to enter. It gets saved. That's all. This is the features of the BAUD rates. Now guys, I am showing you the fifth features of my panel, that is the date and time. You can set up date and time according to your region, according to your country. See the time and date. Suppose you want to set your time, you can set the date and time according to your place and according to your country. You can set the time. So you can see the display. Second step is date. Today you can know date is 11/7/23 and the time you have seen the 11:36. So this is the Indian timing. You can set according to your country timing. Now guys, I am showing you the next feature is the auto silence, which is this feature is purely is in our panel only in India. Nowhere in India you will see these features, especially in WLD system. The auto silence feature. This is an auto silence feature. Auto silence feature is the feature which the panel will get silence when the alarm condition or in the fault condition. It is there is a fault in fault silence. There is an option you can see. It is an auto or manual. If you set for auto, you have to put the time. You have to put the time from. If suppose you have kept the panel. Suppose you have kept the panel for. You have defined auto mode as a 005 seconds. Okay, and we have enter. Now I can show you. Now in fault mode, the panel will beep for a 5 seconds and will get automatic silence. For example, I will just on the second zone which we are now using. Zone setting, zone second. I just on that features. The panel will go in fault condition. See, the panel gets silence. Within a 5 second, the panel, there is a fault, but the internal buzzer gets silence. Because I have kept the feature, auto silence features on for fault condition. In this case, the panel will get automatically silence in fault condition with whatever time you have defined in the auto silence mode. Again I put this zone to in off mode. The fault will go away. The fault has gone. The main purpose of telling these things is that for auto silence you can define the time till what time the buzzer will beep. For fault silence, the buzzer will beep for whatever your time you defined, or you can set to manual also. If you set to manual, unless you manually not silence the panel till that time, it will continually beep unless you come and manually silence the panel, or it will not silence automatically. So there is a two option. One is auto, one is manual. According to your site, according to your client, or according your consultants, what is your requirement, you can set that panel for auto silence for the fault. Same feature is for alarm also. You can check again. You can now. I am going again to the auto silence features. Just to click. Now the fault silence. Now it is a alarm silence. I will enter it. Now it is a auto and second is manual. Now it is according to your client, according to you, according to your consultant. You can set whatever you want. You want to set auto or what you suppose I set for the auto alarm. Just I click. Now I have to define the time. How much time it will be continually will go on. The alarm will go on and will be automatically silent. Suppose I keep for 10 seconds or suppose 20 seconds to 20 seconds. Okay, I just enter. Now it is saved. Now I will generate the alarm and you can check, it will automatically get stopped. See, the alarm is gone. After 20 seconds it will get off. The alarm, the panel will get silence after 20 seconds. See, the panel gets silence automatically after 20 seconds. This feature is a special feature which is available in our panel only, and it gets automatically silenced. But the indication and the display will show you the alarm in UPS room. Okay, as we defined that zone 1 as a UPS room, you can check. It is showing the UPS room. There is an alarm, and the panel gets silenced. Okay, so again I will reset this manual. 1 2 3 4, the panel get reset. Okay, now again I will keep this I will keep again the auto silence mode now in manual mode. It will not get silenced unless I manually silence the panel. Now I am going to the auto silence mode. This auto silence mode, enter, and I am going to alarm silence, enter. Now it is auto. I am going to manual. I kept enter, it gets saved. Okay. Now alarm. Now I am generating the alarm, but it will not get silenced by himself unless I silence manually. I can again check you. Okay. It will not silence automatically. I have to manually silence that panel. It will go on continuously unless I will not manually silence the panel. It will continuously go on. I have to silence manually. Now for silencing manually, just I have to press silence button. It will ask the password. Just 1 2 3 4. The panel gets silenced. Okay, this is the option in our panel only, the auto silence mode, which you can set the auto alarm. You can define the time from how many seconds to how many hours you want the alarm. Or second, it is a second option is the manual option where you have to manually come and silence the alarm. So this is the features available in our panel only. So the 7th option is the password. You can change the password according to your wish, or you can remove it. Can work without password also. There is an option available in this panel. I will show you how you can change the password, or you can use the panel without password. Just you have without password, you have to just off that system that don't want to use the password. If you use that option, it will not ask the password. You can directly operate the. I will show you that. Just you enter the menu again 1 2 3 4, but it is a factory default password, and when you factory default the system, it will always factory default come on the password. You have to put, if you want to off the password, you have to go to the main menu and you have to off that password by manually going inside. Just you see the password set, just enter. Now see, this is a option password enable, just disable, enable, disable. Now this is the features where you can enable or disable. If I suppose I put the disable and I entered. Okay. Now go back to the menu. Now I don't need to put any password to going to the menu. Just I press the, so it gone directly to the zone setting. It not asked as the password. No password is asked. This is the option available in our panel. You can enable or disable the passwords. Suppose according to your client, some client want their password that we want our panel to work in the password mode, and some client don't want password. The operating management don't want the password, so you can enable, disable the same. You can operate without password also. The password is the reason for the security concerns, so nobody can go inside the manual and do any changes. So that is why it is a password protected things. Now I can show you how to change the password. Just go to the password setting again. Password setting, enter. Password configuration, enter. Now this I already shown enable disable thing. Now guys, I will show you how to change the password. Just you have to go to the password configuration, password setup, just to enter. The password configuration I have shown you, enable disable, the feature I have shown you. Just you have to press it again and just you have to pin change. You can change the pin, just you have to enter it. It will ask your old pin, and the old pin is by default is 1 2 3 4. 1 2 3 4. Okay, now it's asking for the new pin. Please do not forget your new pin. You write somewhere, I have some in a diary also. Don't forget your new pin. Now you have to put the new pin again. 7. Suppose I will change to 4 3 2 1. Now guys, I have already shown you the features of changing password. Now the ninth feature is the welcome note. The welcome note is that you can see on the front display my company name J3 Technology. According to you, you can put your company name or your site name according to your client, whatever is the requirement. You can change this to this as the front display. Just you can see J3 Technology. You can put your company name. Just you have to go. I will show you how you can do it. Just you put the enter button. Just you put the password. Just I have changed the password. That you can see on the welcome. There will be a welcome note. Okay, you can see welcome. Just you have to enter. You can see my company name. Okay, here you can put your company name also. No issue. Just you have to put. Suppose I put the Sunny. I will put the Sunny. See, you can see that now the name is we have put the Sunny. Just you have to enter it. It gets saved. Now in the front display you can able to see the name of that company. See, the Zone 1 Healthy, and it shows after that it will become Sani, SAINI. This is the name of the company. So according to your company name or as per your client required, you can change the name of the front display according to your wish. So this is the features available in this panel, which is on the ninth mode of the menu is a welcome note. Is the menu, the time setting of our panel J3 WLD system panel. The menu of time setting is the backlight setting. I can show you the backlight setting. In backlight setting, you can keep the display continually backlight or continually on, or it has a second option. In a 1 minute it will get off. So there is a two option. According to your client, some client want that display should be continued, the display backlight should be continually get on, it should not get off. And some client requirement is that after some certain time it will, as a not used like a mobile, the display the backlight will be go off. I can show you how can you set it. Just you enter the password. Okay, you have to just go to the other settings. This is the other setting. Just you have to push enter. Now this is a backlight. Just you have to backlight. Just enter. Now backlight is always on. It always means it will be always on. It will be continue on. Suppose you don't want continuously on, just you click this arrowhead. By default after 1 minute. By default after 1 minute it will go off. Just I will show you. Just I put the enter and save it. And after 1 minute it will go off. Just you have to wait for 1 minute. The display light will be go off after 1 minute. You can see. So these are the features available in this panel. And again there is more features of the keypad key tone. You can also off and on the same. Now currently it is by default, factory default it is on, and by factory default the display light is always kept on. By factory default mode the display light is continually on. Now I have kept on for default 1 minute. So after 1 minute the display light will be go off. It will take some time. You can check within a minute the display light will go off, but still the background of the display is running. You can see it's running. See the display light is gone off. Okay, there is such settings is available in the panel. Now as soon as I touch the display, the light will glow. Okay, now again I can I want the display to be on continuously. Just I have to go to the other settings. Just backlight. Now I kept default one. Just I have to keep it always. Just enter. Now the display backlight will be continually on. Okay. And now the other option is that the keyboard tone. You can see when I press the keyboard, there will be a tone is coming in the keyboard. You can also off that tone. Just after backlight, just you have to press the chime setting. Just you have to enter. Okay, enable and disable. You can disable if you have done the disable. Enter. Now you will not able to hear the keyboard sound. Just see, you can not able to see the keyboard sound. Okay, so you can enable disable the same. Just you have to enter. Just you can go in chime setting. Just enter. You have done the disable. Just I am doing the enable. Just on. Now you can able to see you can able to hear the keyboard tone sound. Now I am showing to you the other setting, that is a 12th menu setting. That is you can self-test the panel. This 12th menu has the option it can self-test all the relays and the hooters. By default it is working on not self-test. You can talk as a self-test function. Just you have to go to the LED relay test. In this menu, the panel will automatically check all the relays is working or not, hooters, fault relay, everything is working or not. This is a one type of self test. Just you have to go on the relay side, just you have to press the enter, and again there is a showing start. Again you have to press enter. See, you can check all LEDs glows. See, one time hooter will also check it is working. Testing progress, showing testing in progress. So each and every function is self-test by the panel itself, and this way you can also check that all functions are working normally or not. This is a self-test feature which is available in our panel. Now guys, I will show you the last option, that is a factory reset. As everybody aware of the factory reset, why it is required, it is a very last option to factory reset. Suppose you want to reconfigure the panel, or whatever reason you have changed the panel to, or site is changed, or something which is the panel is not responding properly. That time you can use this option, the factory default setting, which is you can see on the menu. The factory reset, just you have to enter. It will ask the password. The factory default password is 1234. Okay, re-enter the password. If you put this re-enter the password, the panel will be entirely reset. Whatever your configuration, whatever your zone is kept on, off, or all will be changed, and it will be by default mode. It will be the all zone will get activated, though your sensor cable is connected or not connected. Suppose the sensor cable where is connected, it will not show any fault. Where there is no sensor cable is connected, that zone will by default get on, and you will receive a fault indication in the front of display, and the panel will be start beeping. So after getting the factory default setting, you have to go then again to do the same configuration I have given previously, the training of zone setting. Just you have to go to the zone setting and you have to just on off the zone, which zone you are not using, and which I have clearly tell you in previous training. So same process you have to repeat, same welcome note, and you have to put again the zone name, again everything process you have to repeat once the factory default setting is done, and again you have to change the password. Now guys, I will show you one more features, that is evacuate. Evacuate means suppose you are all zone suppose there is a zone 1, zone 2, and zone 2 there is some work is going in that premises, so there should not be a false alarm as the working is going on, some cleaning is going on. So in that case you can do one more thing, you can isolate that zone, so that will be a no alarm over that zone. So you have to press the evacuate button. Again it will be ask your password 1 2 3 4 factory default password. Okay, now zone 1 integrated. Okay, it is integrated. Now I want this zone to be isolated. Just I want to press the enter. Okay, just isolate. Now the zone 1 is isolated. Okay, I put done the enter. Okay, now you can see the zone 1 isolated light get on. That means zone 1 is isolated, no alarm will be come, whatever water will come and touch to the sensor cable. I can show you that now the zone 1 is isolated. By touching any water or anything, it will not generate any alarm. See, it will not generating any alarm because that zone is isolated. No alarm will be generated. Isolated is done in that case. In that room, some cleaning or some work is going on. So to avoid the false alarm, these things, the isolated features kept on. So there will be no false alarm or no disturbance to any other people. Now guys, I will show you the hardware of the system. Where you have to connect the sensor cable. You can check that already one sensor cable is connected over here. This is a zone 1. Okay, this is zone 1, this is zone 2, this is zone 3, this is zone 4. Okay, and this connection is for Modbus. It is A and B and ground. Where A and B and ground, which is used to connect to through RS485 through to a BMS system. Where you will that you have to connect over here. Again, there is a individual zone, individual relay contact for individual zone, that is zone 1 relay contact, zone 2, zone 3, zone 4 relay contact. And again you will get the common fault and common alarm relay over here. This is a fault relay. You can check this is a fault relay and this is a common relay. This is a fault relay and this is a common alarm relay. Whenever there is a alarm in any zone, the relay of this will change, the NONC contact will be changed, and whenever there is a fault in any zone, the fault relay will be changed at any zone. But in this case, individual zone, individual relay dry contact also we have provided to the client according to their users, and common relay is also provided, and the common relay fault is also provided to the client. So according to their convenience, they can use the same. And this is a hooter connection where you can see there is a plus and minus. You can install 12 volt hooter over here. It is currently it is a 12 volt hooter which is installed over here. You will get the 12 volt DC output from this device. Be aware of the duplicate product in the market. You may find the same type of product, same facial, same front fascia of the panel in the market. But please, I request to each and every my customer, to my client, be safe from the duplicate products, as our hardware and the software is very genuine, and we design in the software that never get corrupted. We have the special software which we have done the programming in our panel. So our software will never get corrupted, or our panel will never get hang out whenever it is installed in your site. So I am requesting you, be aware of such a duplicate product you might get in the market in futures. So requesting you, kindly contact us or go through the product details, then only you buy the products. Thank you very much for the video regarding the WLD panel. Thanks once again.